Hello, my name is Luis, and this is my very first YouTube video. The first in a series that really excites me because I will be able to take you on a journey through some of the most amazing homes around the world. Now, if you follow me, you may know exactly where we are, but I thought that there was no better way to introduce myself than by giving you a tour of my downtown LA apartment. Now, this is no regular house tour. I'm actually inviting you to spend the night just like you can see the apartment in all its lights. So get comfy. This is a 1,500 square feet love-style apartment in the heart of the social district in downtown LA. It's surrounded by all types of great places such as museums, markets, and stores. It's got 2 bedrooms and 2 full bathrooms, a laundry room, a small but cozy balcony, and we'll get to each of them later. One of my favorite things about this place is the distribution. It's not a huge spot, but the way it's spread out makes it feel so much bigger and more spacious. When you first enter the apartment, you're greeted by a hallway filled with art pieces as well as the shoe rack, where I keep the shoes that I'm wearing the most at the moment, and a fun rack that I love because of its colors. To the left, you'll find something I'm very proud of, my laundry room. And I say it because it's my latest home project, and honestly, I should have done it sooner. Do you want to know what originally sold me in this apartment? Just go to the left and you'll be greeted by this insane view of the city. I still remember the first time I saw it and I just couldn't believe it. As you continue walking, the living room slowly reveals itself, and that's what I love about the distribution. The fact that there are so many corners that just keep unfolding as you go. Unlike a traditional love style layouts where you enter and immediately you see everything all at once. This room is where I spend most of my time, and honestly, it has taken a lot of trial and error to get it to a point where I really love it visually. A fact about my apartment is that it's really inspired by Mexico, and you'll see it across art, books, or even just decor objects. This piece right here is one of my favorites. I got it at the Mercado Lagunilla in Ciudad de Mexico. And then we have this one, which it's an original Fernanda Caballero. It's called Mitosis, and she's just my favorite Mexican artist. Another one that I'm really fond of is that one right there, which, no, I'm kidding. That's just a band that I framed because I thought it looked better with the gallery wall, but yeah. If you know me, you know I love a good physical book. This bookcase by Mexican designer Simon Jamoy is one of my favorite pieces in my apartment. The craftsmanship and the details on this piece are just to die for. I also try not to think about the day that I moved because it's arguably the heaviest piece in my apartment. And I couldn't give you a tour without putting the spotlight on the comfiest sofa I've ever owned. You may be wondering where you'll be staying. After all, you're my guest today, so let me show you the guest room. This room was so much fun to put together. I really like how minimal it feels, but it still got such character. The color of the bedding goes really well with the accent wall, which reminds me of the colors that I would see in Cordova, which is the little town in Mexico where I'm from. If you go through this tiny hallway, on the left there's a closet, and next we have one of my current favorite rooms in the house, the guest bathroom. Now, some of you might think it's a crazy room, but I really think all bathrooms should be fun. After all, every spot has to add a little something special to the overall place. I really wanted this to feel like a stylish hotel bathroom with cozy candles, a lot of art, but the start of the show has to be this smart toilet. I just love this thing so much. The kitchen has everything that a 30-year-old with no kids and very limited cooking skills could ask for. The one thing that I wish it had more of is storage, but I've made it work. The apartment at night just hits different. I'm a sucker for little lamps, and I probably have more than I should, but I cannot get enough of them. It truly makes the apartment feel like the coziest spot in the world, and I'm just here for it. I love a good lamp. I love everything that would create like a warm, cozy vibe. So of course I love candles, but I especially like this view, and I find it a bit nostalgic. My dad passed away last year, and he was just like me. He loved coming and spending evenings with me, and we would watch TV, we would listen to music, and I think his favorite part was just taking in the view. And I don't know, I'm very attached to this place, but now, being here reminds me of him, and it just makes it so much more special. I'm gonna go get comfy, and we're just gonna do that. We'll watch TV, maybe get some popcorn, and just chill. So I'll see you later. Guys, it's been so much fun to have you tonight, but I'm a little tired, so I'm gonna go to bed, and I cannot wait to show you the apartment in the morning. I am a creature of habit, and I love a slow morning. That little routine right there is what I do about 90% of the mornings here, and it's my favorite time of the day. This table right here is one of those items that I tell you that I'm very attached to. My brother Paco actually made it over 15 years ago when he first moved to his downtown LA apartment. At the time, I would come visit him and actually intern for him. It's kind of like how I fell in love with downtown LA in the first place. We would have super long working sessions on this table. And many years later, when I moved to my first downtown LA apartment, he actually gave it to me as a housewarming. So I don't think I'm getting rid of this anytime soon. This is kind of a crazy story, but it actually took me a while to even like this apartment. And there were so many reasons why. But I remember like telling my therapist at the time that I've made such a huge mistake. The first reason was that I was very attached to my previous apartment, which, by the way, there's like a house tour somewhere here on the internet. So if you want to go see it, it's out there. Also, I'd never lived in a place with so many windows. And for someone who loves decorating with art like me, that was like such a challenge. I also found the space cold. And, I think that's part of the nature of a industrial apartment like this one. And by the way, now I love it. But I've found ways to kind of like make it warmer. I think a lot of that has to do with adding textures and vintage pieces. Something that I love doing here is mixing like super modern pieces with vintage. It just makes this juxtaposition that I really enjoy. But then again, everything takes time and of course money and effort, but most of it I think is time, and I think that's the beauty of it. As you grow with your space, I think the more you are at a place, the more it has to say about you and the better it tells your story. I just now fully see it as my home, and I wouldn't change a thing. It's been lovely having you here, but unfortunately, our time together has come to an end. Now, if you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe because for the past 2 months, I've been touring some insane houses. When I tell you that this is probably the least cool house that you'll see in this channel, I mean it. So, I'll see you there.